I think that is the best looking building I've ever seen. Yeah, I've eaten cow's intestines.
Sorry?
Was it cow's intestines?
Yeah, it was.
It's not even what we're here to see, really.
But again, I'm sorry, and people that know history, if I'm wrong, because I don't know anything.
There he is. Hey man, how you doing?
Everything is being rebuilt, you know. It makes not so beautiful. This is a museum. That is how most of the big palaces look like. They have this courtyard in the center.
With an open roof.
All around stuff.
Oh man.
Don't ask me what is that, I have no idea.
I like it, I quite like it. So this is like the public square. Is this kind of the centre of Florence?
No, actually.
I guess nowhere is really the centre, but.
Duomo is the main square, so we're going there now. It's just nice, it's a place where...
Oh wow, yeah, look at that. I didn't even turn around.
It's well known for these bars that are the most expensive in Florence, like luxury places.
This is just so European to me. Everyone just like sat outside underneath the shade, just in the middle of the day, just drinking wine.
Alright.
Oh
so,
wow.
Main square.
Yeah.
This is gonna be really beautiful. What you have.
Oh, stop it. That is absolutely stunning. That is by far the nicest view I've had of a building in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I absolutely love that. Did the Medici's build this?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I think that is the best looking building I've ever seen.
Pretty much a lot of stuff. Well, you already know 12 apostles over there. Virgin Mary with the
in the centre.
Yeah, in the centre. Some popes, but I have no idea the names. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Historically, this has been rebuilt.
Why did it get rebuilt?
Sorry?
Why did it get rebuilt? Just
now you're asking too much.
No, I just wondered if it had been like damaged or if they just.
There you can see like the original paintings how they should look like.
Yeah.
So
do you think, you may not know, but
original,
that's original?
Yeah. By the way, this is all marble. It's white from Carrara.
God damn, this has been so expensive to build as well. Even the door is carved.
The door is carved, yeah. And actually here there is a golden door.
Yeah, let's go find the golden door.
Yeah, it's a copy, it's not the original one.
It
doesn't make sense, you know, it's gold. But yeah. Oh yeah, you can read it.
Yeah. So the original is in a museum?
Yeah.
Got it, that makes sense. You've never been inside?
No, here no. You wanna go inside? Try and go inside?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, this is the queue?
Yeah.
Going all the way around?
Oh
wow.
It's normal, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, but... Oh yeah, they are actually. Wow, really? They are restoring it. I don't know.
Leonardo, do you want a microphone? You probably don't, but I can give you one. Which, thank you very much.
Oh, you got an invitation?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, also a map of Florence.
Also, that's actually quite useful.
Actually, yeah.
Which is...
it's a leather shop, yeah.
Oh, it's a leather shop. Ah, that makes sense. Tuscany is famous for its leather.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of olive plants as well.
Yes.
That I've seen.
Yeah, you noticed.
Do you think they're for tourists?
Kind of touristic, yeah. So, if a leather costs less than 100 euro, usually it's not, like, come on. It's not a top tier quality. But so, about food, because I'm starting to get hungry.
Yeah, wherever.
I
haven't eaten pizza, pasta, gelato.
All right.
And those are like the three main Italian food groups I can think of.
Yeah. Yeah. but those ones are like, you know, general ones. You know, like,
Okay.
now you gotta dive into regional.
Let's do
regional thing. I don't know why there's so many people in this.
You're lost.
I don't know why there's.
You're lost looking for your university.
I'm not. I don't know. I'm kind of. To be honest, I'm kind of lost. Now I'm starting to feel
do you want
like.
me to pull out Google Maps?
You know why? Because this. No. But these trees. These trees. What are these trees about? I don't know, man. Yeah. This. Okay. I know. Yeah. There is a. I have a cool story to tell you.
Tell me the cool story.
It's over there, like in that area.
Is it a cool story about you or?
No, I mean I wasn't
Okay.
born yet. So where is it? Do you see a ball in the ground? Let's find it.
What's
It has to be like golden, a golden.
Oh, golden ball.
Golden ball. Wait, there is no golden ball? Oh my gosh! It's really...
Someone's stolen the golden ball.
Well, yes. Okay. No, there was a story because the gold. I mean, if you look up there now, it's not visible. On the top of the dome, there is a golden ball, you know, for the lightnings, you know.
Yeah.
And one day it fell down. There's a point where it actually fell, but I mean, oh my God, it must be here. Ah, yeah, it's there. Oh man, oh my gosh, I'm really. Here it is, yeah. This white dot. You see it from there. Look.
Oh right, so that
Golden, yeah,
fell off the roof.
It fell.
And landed
just right there.
And when did that happen?
Let's go to the next. Well, you know, I just know the story is like half of the story.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Do you know why this tower is like separate from? I guess separate from the main cathedral.
Well,
you can't say no.
Well, in fact, I don't know. Let's go to the main. Okay, this was the main square.
Yeah.
But there is one that I like more than this. Imagine. And it's just 5 minutes. Okay, 6 minutes walk.
That's very precise. That is spoken like a true tour guide.
Yeah,
it's 6 minutes.
6 minutes and a half, you know, if you find.
So I've got a few other trips lined up. One of them is going to be like north to south, from Norway down to the bottom of Spain and Portugal, and that's why I haven't gone to Spain and Portugal this time. Another trip that I want to do is driving all the way to the most western point of Russia, which that might be a little bit trickier because obviously I've got a military background, so I don't know if they'll let me in, and if they do let me in, I don't know if they'll just take me hostage. But I'll probably try that one last. A really good friend of mine is getting married in South Africa next year, which makes me want to drive to South Africa.
Oh my God.
But that'll be. I think I will need a better car, not a better car, but just a more capable car. And you can't get to South Africa. The reason no one does it is you can't get to South Africa without going through some pretty dangerous countries. So, like Nigeria, for example. I don't think Cameroon is too safe either. So I think that's why not too many people do it. And then the last one would be Argentina to Alaska.
Wow.
So those are like my life's goal road trips. This is just a warm-up, kind of.
Right. Well, why? So I have decided to get this kind of adventure. I mean, I know many people that are just backpacking, you know, taking trains and planes.
Yeah, which is probably cheaper.
Yeah, it is.
because if you just get a bus from like city to city and pay €10, like you're not paying for a full tank of fuel, which is. But the thing that you don't get is I get to see everything in between. So after Florence, I'll head down to Rome, but I won't just like get on the toll road and drive straight to Rome. I'll go off the toll roads, which apparently in Italy the roads are a little bit dodgy. Oh, this is amazing. And I'll see so much stuff in between. Like there's so many things that I wouldn't have seen driving through France if I just stayed on the main roads.
Yeah, it's funny because there's not a church. No.
Oh, yeah. So there's two churches right opposite each other.
Yeah.
It's like Burger King and then McDonald's competing against each other.
This is Piazza della Signoria. We are finally in my favorite square.
This is your favorite square?
This is my favorite square.
Oh, wow.
And this one was the building where the Medici were living in.
I think I
remember
recognise this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that is incredible, isn't it? So this was the Medici's house.
Yes.
Here in Florence.
Yes.
Looks like a castle almost.
Yeah.
But like
it is.
Unlike every other castle I've seen, which is on a hilltop, it's like a castle right in the centre of the city.
Yeah. No, it's really huge. Oh yeah, let's get it. Let's get here. And here you have like all the description of all the statues and what they are.
Yeah.
And this is the schiacciata, by the way. People are eating the famous one.
Got it.
This one is really famous. Rata delle Savine should be.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of this.
There was a city, if I'm not mistaken, it was Rome, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it was Rome. Yeah. And basically in Rome, they were in need of women.
Okay,
you know?
yeah.
And,
so
there was this city next to Rome where basically Romans went there and just raped and just brought the women of this city back to Rome just to, have sex.
What was the city?
Sabine doesn't exist anymore.
So it's quite interesting because in a way they've almost tried to like glorify it.
Yeah,
this statue,
of course,
because you've got the Roman guy who's like really strong.
Yeah.
There's a Sabine guy who looks really weak. And I think they've tried to make it look like the sculptors tried to make it look like a good thing. maybe that's unfair.
It's exactly what they tried to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's 1800 years old.
1800 years old.
I can't believe that because, well, I can because it's written there. I guess it's the restorations, but it's just in such good condition.
The city was it's 1,000 years old, but actually it existed much before. It was not a big city, I mean, don't forget, I'm not from Florence, right? I'm from Pistoia, so that's why I don't know stuff. Because maybe like some guy from Florence is gonna watch the video and say, come on, it's all wrong. I'm sorry.
If I manage to get someone from Florence to watch the video, I think I'll have done quite well.
Yeah. This is actually. No, I don't want to say stuff that is not true. So.
Oh right, so it's like old Vienna.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the building probably existed, and then the Medici family took it over.
Yeah, of course.
And made it this.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. That is important. So it's been decorated. In 1545, honoring the Austrian princess. Oh my gosh, how do you say? You're gonna cut this. How do you say when people get married? Marriage. Oh my god.
Yeah, marriage.
Marriage with Francesco de' Medici. So this has been painted
to celebrate
the marriage.
Francesco Medici getting married to the Austrian prince. And that's why there's so many images of Austria around. Amazing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Linz actually. Do you know Linz? The city in Austria.
I don't.
Yeah.
But I presume it doesn't have a big square missing.
Yeah. That is for sure, yeah. I don't know why it is. And this is the inside, museums and stuff. We are not going anywhere, but there's a whole city,
Yeah.
inside this building. You see this face?
The city's. Oh, I can see the face.
It's said that Michelangelo was here listening to a guy that was talking in Florence, and he didn't have anything to do, so with his back hands, he just drew it, and that's it. Just sculpted, He just sculpted, and went away.
With what?
With his hands.
Oh, behind him because he was born.
He was born and just did that and went away. This is the legend of Duomo.
it's definitely carved. It's definitely that's not an accident.
No,
You can very clearly see that that's a face.
Though we don't know.
Do you believe it? Do you think that's an unknown work of Michelangelo?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's possible, you know, because he was really well known in the city.
Yeah.
So it's possible that he just said, you know, okay, I'll do that, you know.
Yeah.
And people are like, wow, how did you do it without even seeing, you know? And you know, from generation to generation, it's not impossible. That is actually true, you know. But again, I'm sorry, any people that know history, if I'm wrong, because I don't know anything. I'm just enjoying, you know.
I think it's more fun this way anyway.
Yeah.
I've just been to the restaurant with Leo and he ordered for us. And yeah, I've eaten cow's intestines.
Sorry?
Was it cow's intestines?
Yeah, it was.
Lovely.
But boiled.
But boiled, yeah, not just raw. The thing is, it tasted quite nice, but I couldn't get over in my head like what I was actually eating.
Maybe I shouldn't have told you.
You shouldn't have told me.
Yeah,
if you
maybe later, you know.
If you told me it was like a pasta,
yeah,
some kind of pasta,
kind of a pasta,
I would have been able to eat it, I think, because actually the taste was really nice. The restaurant, in fact, all the food was really nice.
That's fun.
And Leo paid for it, so I'm winning. Free trip, and I haven't paid for parking today. I haven't actually paid for anything today, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll get us some gelato or something later.
Well, if you're still hungry, we can have some
I'm actually not hungry, but yeah, amazing. And we're going to a bridge now.
Bridge is just in front of you to the right, and this is the river, and yeah, that's it. Florence, basically. Yeah, so a little bit of story of the Monte Argentario.
Yeah, tell me about this bridge.
I don't know much about it, but I know it's old.
It looks old.
And
it looks like it's got like
small
old houses on
yeah,
the bridge.
They are actually shops, and they are all jewelries.
All jewelers?
All jewelers, because of two things. First, because they cost so much, those places, you know.
Yeah.
You can afford only like top brand jewelries. And second, because this bridge is of course cannot carry too much weight, and basically the only thing that can stay there is just weightless stuff.
Jewelry,
exactly.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. So it has to be the people selling it have to be making enough money to. And I guess it all has to be small as well, because each shop is quite small.
Well,
so you need like luxury items that are small, and jewelry kind of makes sense.
Yeah, although I don't think they're actually selling anything, to be honest. It's just a brand. You will see, it's not just for commerce, it's just for exposition.
Yeah, you've kind of got wooden. Is it wood or is it metal?
It's. I believe it's metal. Wait, let's get.
Yeah, let's get closer.
Let's get closer. It's been a long time, right? And here you have this beautiful corridoio. In English, I'm missing the word again.
No, corridor
yeah,
makes sense.
Corridor, yeah. It's kind of symmetrical stuff.
Yeah.
Really nice. It's a soothing to the eye. And it's really beautiful in the night.
I think that's wood. Which is pretty crazy.
It is wood, yeah.
And that's those wooden beams that are holding the shops up, or helping to at least. Some of them, that one is there, definitely wood. Like that's when I saw that one, definitely is wood.
Yeah, also, yeah, exactly. Some of them are.
I think maybe they were originally wood, and then when they've replaced them with metal because it's obviously a lot safer.
Makes more sense. This river went out, you know, completely, and it flooded everything.
The river came up over the bank and over here.
Yeah, and it flooded the whole Florence, even the Duomo where we've been.
Really?
There was like this water, you know, and the whole book of the ancient library were lost, and it was a huge damage to the city. There's a lot of videos online of the flooding of the 1960 or 50. Anyway, it was too much of a tour guide. Can get like 1 meter higher than that, 1.5 meters higher. It can be scary actually. But actually, there are videos of that time, you know, original videos of the time of the flooding, and they are scary, man.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, it can happen again as well. So.
Then.
Or do you think they built up the?
It was just because they didn't care about the river situation, and it went No, I don't think it would happen.
Okay, yeah.
They clean it regularly, so I mean it shouldn't.
Ah, so it kind of got blocked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like a bridge because
It doesn't, yeah.
I'm sure it will maybe a little bit further down.
Yeah.
But because it's like shops on either side, it just feels like we're on a street.
Standard street, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a bridge at all.
But if you get to the, if you look at carefully, you see everything.
Yeah,
from
you
the
can
windows.
see through. Yeah.
And the same view that we're gonna have here. Actually, I'm surprised there is nobody. I mean, it's not crowded at all. Being the Ponte Vecchio is usually like 4 or 5 times more people. Yeah.
I can, yeah, absolutely.
All right.
You look like you know what you're doing.
I don't know about that. I'll take a few.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that's a selfie camera.
That is a
That's just me.
And although this view is not bad, that one is 10 times better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's that in the background?
Well,
I don't expect you to know everything.
Right, the tower, right?
Yeah.
It's one of the 4 towers, or I'm not sure. It's a porta. Well, to be honest, man, you're asking too much now. But it's.
It looks like that tower looks like a gate.
It is.
Yeah.
It is one of the exactly. Yeah. It is.
And
it
like
is.
there's a wall, like a gate into the city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
like an old
is
gate.
one of the.
Yeah.
Is one of the.
There's
porta.
similar in England.
So from here we can see the hills. It's got Fagnano over there.
Yeah.
And
I bet you get an amazing view of
yeah,
Florence. Maybe.
absolutely.
I may drive there, you know.
But actually, later, can you see over there all the walls? Like it's far, but you can see
And there's like white. I don't know what they are from.
Yeah, the
but-
white lamps.
Yeah.
And that is
Okay.
Piazza Michelangelo.
And that's
and
yeah. So
then-
I'll walk up there later.
Yeah, you walk there, and I will leave you basically at the tower.
Yeah.
And come back or whatever. And from there is the best view of Florence, as you can see.
Yeah. Because you're just above the building, so
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah, it's huge. Look,
I love a golden retriever.
Labrador, yeah.
Yeah.
There is a really famous building I must show you because it's not so known, you know. Palazzo Pitti. It's the main palace when there is the fashion week here in Florence. And also I have a funny story. I slept there, you know. I slept there when I was really drunk in the morning once. When I was going to university with a friend of mine, actually Russian friend of mine. We slept 2 hours on the floor. So yeah, that's
Brilliant.
that's a good story.
Who built this?
Sorry?
Who built this?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't born yet, so.
That's a good excuse.
No, I don't know actually.
I think it makes it even taller because you're approaching it from down here.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Do you know what I do really like as well, all throughout Europe? In the UK, for some reason, we never put
Really?
our flag.
Flags.
Like a main government building, like the Houses of Parliament would have.
Yeah. But
But
random places.
in
to
France and Italy, random shops and places,
Yeah.
I'll see like the flag of that country, of France or Italy.
Yeah.
And I quite like that because it's a sense of pride in your country.
come. You see, like this is a kind of English.
French pub, yeah.
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 English style. We're trying desperately, to copy the English style, you know, English or Irish style, Irish pub.
To be honest, I really like Texas.
Texas
Yeah.
to be great, yeah.
But there was one of my senior soldiers, obviously we're out there and we're walking everywhere, we don't have cars. He tried to cross the road, just like we're doing now,
Yeah.
and a driver stopped, wound down his window and shouted at my Sergeant Major, "Get a car, you bum!"
Oh my god.
and then drove off in his huge car.
Oh,
I'll do caramel.
caramel, right? So, it's with salt.
Yeah, salted caramel.
Right.
Yeah. And strawberry. It's a bit of a weird mix.
Strawberry, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
No, it's not be alright. L'altro caramello salato e fragola.
Oh, it's a 7.
they decided that.
Oh, it's just, yeah, it's easy. Yeah. Gotta get
So
some
ice
video.
cream. Oh my god.
I'll probably put the camera away to eat this.
So this is not it's a garden,
It's
but I love it because there's this Lutheran church,
yeah.
and it's a glance of silence in the center of Florence. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
above the river. There's the river, and if you get here inside, it's just beautiful, you know. These old houses, these pines that overlook the city. This spot is.
You've got a really nice view. You can see the top of the
you see the Duomo.
Yeah. There we
And,
go, just on cue.
But yeah, man, this is a reading spot, relaxing spot.
Do you know, it's in the shade as well, so
Yeah, exactly.
I can imagine you just get a cold drink, sit
Yeah,
out here,
Exactly.
relax. Yeah, it's nice.
This said, you can see police that is making a fine to this guy. Typical Italian thing, so you might want to film it. Like that. That guy is mad, really mad for sure.
Well, that's going to be me in like
There's gonna be you
couple
later,
of hours,
yes,
yeah.
of course. But
okay.
Piazza Michelangelo, to get there, you see it. It's just over
I see
the
it, yeah,
tower,
yeah, just over
and
the
you
tower,
basically you gotta get to the brown tower over there, and to the right. The brown tower to the right.
Just past it and then right.
Yeah,
and,
and you
walk up,
just go and you just
and
go
then I'll
like
see.
straight at it. Oh my god, I've been here many times.
I've seen a few of those. They're quite strange.
Yeah.
There's no car like that in the UK.
Really?
None. Nope.
It's a good thing. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful shop. Wait.
It smells nice as well.
Oh my god. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that is stunning. And the smell.
Such a beautiful shop. It's amazing.
It smells like
Incredible.
it smells like neroli.
Yeah. Right.
This is gorgeous. So this looks like the facade looks like a mini version of the Duomo.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it's been rebuilt. This church is much older.
Yeah.
You can see it from the original structure.
Yeah.
And this renovation has been made here and also in the church of the station Santa Maria Novella. It's a really similar architecture that is similar to the Duomo one.
It's it's marble as well.
Yeah, it's all marble. And they're all renovations made in the Renaissance area. And I think we can get inside. There's no queue.
Into
From
the
there?
yeah.
So,
Have you been in?
and this is no, never. I mean, I've seen so many churches. It's
Come
up
on,
to you.
let's go in. I'll get it.
Alright,
I'll get
alright.
it. Let's go in.
Sì, ma non sappiamo niente.
L'app sul telefono, niente.
L'app sul telefono. L'Università di Firenze? No.
Qualsiasi.
Lui è un mio amico inglese che è in Erasmus, non so se.
Ok. Allora,
Come vuole. Grazie. Perfetto. They recognize university.
Oh, right.
So good. Meno male. Wow, we got a discount ticket. It's good. University.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
So
Saved.
it makes sense.
Yeah. Because we're
Now
both,
it's alright.
because we're both students. Makes sense.
Alright. You wanna
Oh,
keep
this
it?
is- yeah. Okay. I'll make a scrapbook. The whole ceiling is painted as well.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I think that's really impressive.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder what the Duomo is like inside now.
It was smart, actually. Church people are always smart, Christians. You know, they would just say, come on, pay me, please, to God, and then they will build in this stuff. Yeah? It's been a pleasure. I mean, I hope I introduced Florence in the best way. I know it's not the best, but at least I tried.
I think the moral of the story is come to Florence.
Yeah.
It is by far, so far, the nicest city in Europe that I've been to.
Wow, wow. It's a huge advancement for Italians.
It's going to take a lot to. It's going to take a lot to beat Florence. It's going to take a lot to beat Florence.
Awesome. Well, so I wish you the best time here.
Ciao.
And ciao.
That's my Italian. That's like 5 Italian words now.
It's a lot,
Gelato,
man. Buongiorno.
Duomo, buongiorno, grazie, ciao. That's 5.
It's perfect. Yeah. You're half Italian.
I just left Leo, who has given me like 4 hours of his time. He's had to go back to work, but he's given me 4 hours of his time. Bought me lunch. Admittedly, there was some tripe involved. I think he felt bad about it. Yeah, just an all-round hero. I mean, not many people would give you that much time, even if you know them, which I do. I do know Leo, but yeah, it's been nice to have someone just show you around their city. And actually, there's so many stories that, or like maybe truths that I never would have picked up, like the story that he told about Michelangelo sculpting something with his hands behind his back into one of the walls, you know, which may be like a myth, but you would just never pick up on that if you didn't have someone local showing you around. So yeah, what a legend, what a legend. I'm now heading up to, he's told me the name of it like 5 times, but I've forgotten, but I know how to get there. And it's got Michelangelo in it, but it should effectively give me like a really nice panoramic view over the whole of Florence. One last thing I'll mention about Italy so far, because I've been here for 3 or 4 days now, is the Italian people are so much kinder and politer to you as a foreigner than the French people were. And I don't want to, I may even not put this in the video because I don't want to offend anyone who's French, but I wouldn't say it if the difference wasn't so stark. Like, I do the smile test where, you know, like in England, if you walk past someone and you smile at them, they smile back. It's just normal. Yeah, try that in France. No one's smiling back at you. In Italy, everyone smiles back at you. They might think you're a bit weird, but who cares? Well, I can safely say Leo wasn't exaggerating that view. It is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, well worth the short walk up here. I love Florence, I really do. It's everything I want. It's like painted cathedrals, beautiful old buildings. It's just, yeah, I love it. I just borrowed some Wi-Fi from an apartment block here in Florence. There's a great app called Wi-Fi Map, and it just lists Wi-Fi locations and their passwords. Obviously user submitted, but yeah, sometimes it's like apartment blocks or you know, like residential hotels and things like that. Those are always the best ones because it's the fastest. It took about 15 minutes to upload a 20 gigabyte video, which is incredibly fast. So yeah, I'm very grateful to Palazzo San Niccolo. Well, I think that's going to bring my time in Florence to an end for now. I think of all the places I've been to, this is the place I am by far most likely to come back because it's absolutely gorgeous. And I didn't get to go in the Duomo. The queue was probably 800 meters long and not moving, so just kind of unfeasible really. I understand that people will literally wait for hours, but then if I do that, that's all my time with Leo wasted standing in a queue, and then I have to ask Leo to stand in a queue with me for, you know, 2-3 hours. Yeah, maybe we should have got here earlier, I suppose. This guy is giving a ticket to someone, whoever that is, who's parked in the city. If they're getting a ticket, I'm almost certainly going to have one. I'm actually not too tired for a change, and I think the reason I'm not too tired is because I've had someone who knows their way around show me. So ordinarily, when I go to a city, I don't really know exactly where to go, so I just do a lot of walking until I find the cool stuff, and I probably miss a lot of the cool stuff So I just get, you know, like 25,000 stepped in a city, and I don't see all the good bits. But having Leo really helped because he could show me around, you know, the best parts and take mostly efficient routes to get there. Yeah, great. What a great guy. I've made it back to the car, and this is the first time I've felt this way, but I feel a little bit of sadness leaving Florence. It's just the most gorgeous city that I've ever been to. The other thing you've probably noticed is that I usually wear my like Dickies baseball cap, and I love that baseball cap, and I have no idea where it is. I think I may have left it in a laundrette about an hour away from here. So as crazy as this sounds, I think I'm going to drive there on the 3% chance that my baseball cap is there and I can collect it. You know, if I never see it again, I hope that the cap finds its way to a nice Italian man who treasures it just as much as I did, and they get good use out of it. This is a crazy roundabout. Wow. So unfortunately, no joy in the laundrette. The only other place I can think of that it could have fallen out is where I parked for a couple of nights whilst I was here. Maybe it fell out of one of the doors when I opened it, and then, but if that happened, I doubt it's still going to be there. I'm going to go anyway. I'm probably going to park up there just because I know where it is. It's an easy, good park, and you know, it's raining. I'd rather just get some sleep. Yeah, I think we will never see that Dickies cap again, unfortunately. Very, very sad. And because it's raining, I might use nature's shower. We'll see. The only thing is, one of the nights I was staying in this park up, someone else did come along at like 10 o'clock, so it's a bit of a risk, right? Because if I'm there showering and someone pulls up, yeah, it's pretty embarrassing, so we'll see. Well, no baseball cap, unfortunately. I've had a look around. But yeah, this is where I've parked it. I'll just show you. In the grand scheme of spots, it's pretty good. You've got flat ground, you've got bins, and I have had a couple of older Italian gentlemen just like staring at the car, maybe because it's got UK plates, or just like wondering what the hell is going on, like why is this guy here? But I'm sure they don't mean any harm. I even spoke to one through a translator, and I just said, hey, I'm just here editing a video, is that okay? And he just like smiled and walked off. So I don't know, either they mean well or it's the Italian mafia. We'll find out, I guess. One last night here, so let's see if we survive. So as you can tell, I've had a pretty good day. Leo brought me lunch, showed me his amazing city. He lives just outside of Florence, but showed me his amazing city. Yeah, I'm in a good, happy place. Last time I was in a good, happy place, I destroyed my £3,000 MacBook, so maybe I shouldn't jinx it. Well, good morning. I'm just out here in the woods. Thought I'd take a quick look around. You know, I stayed here for a couple of days, but I didn't really spend much time looking at these woods. Anyway, the plan for today is pretty simple. I'm going to head towards the west coast of Italy and then south towards Rome. Now that's like a 4-hour drive, so I won't go into Rome today. I took a word of caution from Leo about Rome. You know, in Florence, I just parked on the side of the street and didn't get a parking ticket or anything, so I guess it was fine. But in Rome, I think I'm going to try and find some like secure parking, and I'll just pay the euros because apparently there's a lot of thieves around. But for now, it's fairly simple. Just going to head towards the west coast, start heading south towards Rome, and we'll see what we see. We'll find what we find. Well, I'm armed with a little bit of Wikipedia knowledge about the castle. So it was built in the 13th century, and it was built by the Sienese people. Siena's just down the road, and in a way they shouldn't really have bothered, because as soon as they built it, there were wars over people wanting this castle. So they kind of just invited, by trying to build a defensive military position, more wars and more battles for themselves. And actually it's got quite a history all the way through. It was eventually captured by the Medici family, and the inhabitants were taken as slaves to Florence. The Medici family then sold it, and it's got a huge history. It really is like a small town in here. In fact, I say small, it's bigger than I thought. There's no way 10,000 people live in here, so that figure must be including people who live elsewhere in the surrounding areas, but yeah, very cool. Well, there's definitely some like small apartments and things. I think it'd be a pretty amazing place to live. But yeah, for now I'm gonna head out and keep heading towards Rome. I think the smell of, there's so many restaurants here, and the smell of the food, the fresh basil and the wine, is getting to me. It's getting to me a little bit. You haven't seen very much of me today, and the reason for that is I haven't made it very far. I've made it as far as just the outskirts of a place called Siena, which in itself isn't actually really that far south of Florence. The reason I'm staying at Siena is because tomorrow I'm going to go to Siena itself and visit a library. But, and I know what you're thinking, that sounds boring, this isn't just like any library and you won't want to miss it. In the meantime though, check this place out. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Mate, there is no way that I don't get kicked out of here. It's far too nice. I'm just in the middle of 2 vineyards. 100% I'm gonna get kicked out at some point, but I'm gonna try my luck. I may even try putting the bed into seat mode and just soaking in the view. I guarantee as soon as I do that, a farmer will come and it'll be chaos, but it's gotta be worth it. If not here, then where? Well, it took a few minutes to get this into sofa mode, but it's honestly so worth it. It only took about 2 minutes, maybe even less, maybe a minute to put it into like the sofa, but I think it's going to take a little bit longer to put everything back. But hey, it's totally worth it. This view is just absolutely breathtaking. Yeah, it's just right. I'm going to chill here for a bit and eventually I'll turn this back into a bed. You will join me tomorrow in Siena and we'll have a great time. See you there. Well, we've arrived in Siena. I didn't film my driving for a change. But first things first, a bit of sun cream. It's quite a nice place. I think it's a small city, but it feels like a large town. Maybe I'm being a bit naive and I just got an easy drive in. But yeah, it seems really nice so far. Let's find our library. Well, maybe it is a city after all. I must have just driven the easy way in. This square, it's not even a perfect square, but it's absolutely enormous. Wow. Look at this. It's huge. It's great. It's not even what we're here to see, really. Let's see if we can get in here for free. Probably not, but can't hurt to give it a try, can it? Ah, grazie. It's very similar to some of the buildings we saw in Florence with the sort of courtyard and then the open roof. I actually don't know what this building is. It's probably really famous because there's a lot of people here and I'm betraying my ignorance. Oh wow, look at these streets. Right, I've got Google Maps up, I'm following the directions, and we'll get to the library. What a beautiful place. It's reminding me of Florence a lot, but it's a little bit dirtier, it's a little bit more raw, but I like that. This doesn't feel like it belongs in 2024. This feels, it just feels like you're walking through history. Look, give or take a few tables. Leo was telling me all about what Florence was like before it became like a massive tourist destination. And I imagine it felt a lot like Siena feels now. Obviously there's tourists, there's loads of them, I'm one of them, but there's not so many that it's so overcrowded. Not everything's, you know, perfectly clean, and it's busy but not too busy. And this is the middle of the day. It's great, I love it. Now what I'm looking for should be just around here. Oh yeah. Well, that'll do it. Italian churches just seem so much more fun. They're always full of colour and paintings and murals. There's always marble everywhere. Everything's just a bit more splendour. These are, in my opinion, these make the cathedrals in Italy far more beautiful than even grander cathedrals without all of the fancy artwork and paint that you would find in England or even in France. That is just incredible. What's incredible about these ones is how it feels like it's in 3 dimensions. It just doesn't feel like a single surface. Well, that was absolutely incredible. What a beautiful, beautiful building. This has happened so many times on this trip, but I cannot believe I almost didn't come here. Right, I'm going to take a further look around and then head back to the car. Okay, so where am I going? I'm going to, it's probably got a name, I don't know the name, but Leo recommended it and I'd already kind of looked at it on the map anyway. It's right off the west coast of Italy and it's like out in the ocean, but it's like a mountain. The car's had a long day, so I'm hoping she can pull through for me towards the end of the day. But yeah, it looks really cool and hopefully we can find somewhere to park there. I think that'll be awesome. This is really steep. Obviously it's the car doing all the hard work, not me, but when it's going up like 20-degree angles, I just start to get a little bit worried about damaging the car. So we're going to let it cool down for a bit and then finish off. I need to be a bit more diligent in, you know, checking where these places are, and because, yeah. I put the pin in from Park for Night to Waze, and Waze has taken me all the way up this mountain. I've probably ascended 800 meters, maybe 1,000 above sea level. And no, that might be exaggerating slightly, but the point is I'm on the wrong side of the goddamn mountain. It's taken me all the way up and I've reached the end of this like track road thing, and it's just some guy's house. He does have some really nice German Shepherds. There you can see one. I'm not sure where the other is. Anyway, they were barking at me a lot. I think we're friends now, we seem to be cool. After all my moaning about the route, and you know, I stand by a bit of that moaning because Waze, I need to stop trusting Waze so much because they don't seem to be able to determine what's a proper road and what's, I don't know, just some like farmers country tracks. But we have made it to the peak of the mountain. Not quite, that's the peak of the mountain, but we're going to walk up there and take a look. I say we've made it, really She's done all the hard work. She doesn't even have a name. She doesn't even have a name. I think it's time we named her. Something Italian. I don't know. Let me know what you think. What's a good female Italian name for the Honda? Maybe she should have a Japanese name actually, but we are in Italy. Isabella? That sounds Italian, but then it's just Izzy, isn't it? I don't know, help me out, help me out. Next video will probably still be in Italy and we'll name her. Alright, someone help me. Anyway, that aside, let's get up there. I'm going to let the car cool down just for a couple of minutes and then we'll get up there. We'll probably get the drone out and I imagine we're going to be treated to some pretty spectacular views. Want to get up there for the sunset, should be good. How's that for a view? I think I'm going to do a route recce with the drone. A bit of aerial reconnaissance so I can see where I might get the best view. And hopefully I'll get some cool shots as well. This is cool. This is very, very cool. Although I haven't found that like pinnacle view that I was sort of hoping for, you know? Like one outstanding view over the island. It's got to be around here somewhere though. Well, I feel like we failed a little bit because I couldn't get I was hoping as the sun was setting I'd get this amazing drone footage. I don't think it really worked out that great. And I don't think we're really on the peak high ground. Well, we probably are, but because there's this shrubbery everywhere, it's really hard to get an excellent view. That's probably the best view I've had. I'm quite proud of the old Honda CR-V, honestly. I mean, look, I've never owned a car older than probably 4 years. And so it's kind of, I don't know, blows my mind a little bit that that thing is still going as strong as she is. Well, it's not just me that couldn't find a good spot or a good view. I was chatting to a German guy who's parked up in the same place as me for the night, and he was saying he couldn't find a good spot either. You're always like tantalizingly close to a breathtaking view. I mean, obviously that's not a bad view, but you're almost there, but you just can't get the full frame. I'll probably chalk this up as an L. I would say this counts as an L. If I had an axe, I'd do some deforesting. And someone did tell me to bring an axe, and I very nearly brought an axe, and I didn't bring an axe. So these trees will live to fight another day. I'm in two minds about Rome. I keep reading these reviews on Park for Night. I reckon 25% of the reviews are people saying they got broken into, and I know I'm just in a car, but I'm in a car with UK plates, so it's pretty obvious. And there's certain things that I just can't take with me, like all of my clothes, or you know, the battery bank, which is like 700 quid, and I completely rely on. The problem is when I had to buy another laptop, that was 2,500 euros. So that's all of my contingency budget gone. Generally, I'm not that attracted to capital cities because they're usually really touristy. And I think I've had a lot more fun in places like Florence and Siena. But Rome does have the Vatican City, and the Vatican City is something I want to go and visit. So it's a little bit tricky. Right, look, I'm going to go do some driving, cool down a little bit because it's super hot. And I'll figure out what my next steps are. I'll probably just get off this island, cool down for a bit, try and find somewhere in the shade and then have a think. Well, I've descended about halfway down the mountain, and these are the sorts of views that I was hoping to get all the way up there. I mean, it is pretty breathtaking. You can see we really are out on this outcrop. I'm glad at the very least that I kind of got to show you what I was trying to achieve by taking the poor old gal all the way up a mountain. At least you can see what the intention was. So I've just been to Lidl to get some olive bread, and as I was leaving, there's a giraffe. Isn't that crazy? There's a tiger. There's an elephant over there, and camels. That's pretty mad. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. I had to swing around the car park. I've parked at a place that's probably going to annoy everyone, but I don't care. You know, I imagine there's not too many English tourists that come around here. I imagine there's not too many English people who've been here at all, because the only way to get here really is to drive. And yeah, not too many people drive from England to the centre of Italy, into the mountains. Pretty cool though. I'm enjoying it. Well, I think I just found my parking spot for the next couple of days. I found it on the Park for Night app, and they claim this place has a nice view. I mean, you tell me what you think. I think it's right. How cool is that? I'll basically be fine, even though I'm by the side of the road. I'll basically be fine as long as nobody pulls into here. If somebody pulls into here, I've got a big problem. Another good shower, and let me show you the view that I had whilst I'm showering, you know. Look at that. Isn't that just amazing? Just the fog rolling in over the mountains. There's no better feeling than just getting your hair washed, and I'm out here in the mountains and it's just, I don't know, chill vibes. So really all I'm gonna do is park up and do some like video editing, chill out for a little bit. Yeah, eat some pizza. I got some like flatbread pizza. It's pretty good vibes. I'm happy. I'm happy. And I know I've showed you this already, but I'm gonna show you again. I mean, it's just so cool. So cool all the way around, everywhere you look. Man, it's just so cool. Right, might be all you hear from me for the day. Might even be the end of the video, you know, because I'm basically, I don't know, maybe half an hour away from where I want to start the next video. And it's like Order Saglon. It's like a place that I've really wanted to come for years now, and I almost can't believe that I'm just 30 or 40 miles away. I actually never thought I'd be able to get here, and here I am. And I owe it all to this gal. We still haven't named her. We've got to name her, okay? Preferably something Italian, but you're going to help me out. We're going to name her all kinds of Italian girl names. Does it have to be a girl name? I think she's a girl, yeah. It's got to be a girl name. So help me out, put something, I don't know, in the comments, tell me what we're going to call her. Yeah, and we'll figure it out together. Alright, peace, if this is the end of the video. If not, then see you in a bit. We never know, do we?